Hi there, Wim here, and we are back in Scene Investigators.
Welcome back. Which case file would you like to tackle?
So we are going to start right where we left off, which is essentially the apartment building on the 4th floor. And yeah, so apartment 403 is really the last one in this apartment building that we're in. So I'm excited to kind of finish out this case file. Let's just dive right in. So the celebration.
Loading scenario. Loading complete. Good luck.
Okay, so the situation. A group of teenagers were brought in for questioning regarding a murder that took place at a party held at apartment 403. Some of their stories did not match up, and no one has admitted to anything. By carefully examining the details of the scene and reading their statements, can you piece together what happened at this party? Ooh, interesting. The 4th floor, New York, June 1st, 2003. I think that said 3:03 a.m. maybe? So we must be coming like right after this party took place. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull out my notebook. All right, we're back and we have our case notes out, as you can see in the bottom left there. So let's get going. What, 402 and 403. Wow, okay. Okay, look at this. So let's just get in here. Okay, I did take my notepad off because I think what I'm going to do is I'll just click into it whenever I need to take notes. So you'll kind of have to watch me do that. But I think that will be easier just so we don't miss anything. All right, so wow. I love how like the dramatic music starts playing right when we enter. Okay, I'm just doing a little test real quick. It's tearing a little bit for me, but it doesn't look like that's showing up on what you guys are seeing. So I think we're okay. Okay, so party happened here. Got a foosball table. Can I close this? No. My first instinct is that this is a boys' apartment. Not being judgmental or anything, but looks like maybe a few boys live here. Okay. So we have a bag here. Doesn't look like we can actually grab anything. Maybe we can. I see. So a tennis racket. Not quite sure why this might be important, but maybe. I'm trying to see if there's like a, it's like right in our face, a name written on here or something. Okay, let's go back out. Okay, we got a garbage over here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. Doesn't look like we can grab anything, but what does that say? Huh, okay. Can we open this bag? Yeah. Okay, so we got kind of like a gym sports bag, and then got something here too. What's this? Epinephrine auto injector. Okay. Okay, so we have Noble's 2003 Summer School. Okay, so Noble's 2003 Summer School. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Carter, welcome. Your student's schedule for the Nobles Public High School 2003 summer academic program can be found in your NPS portal account. The schedule includes the course number, name, and teacher assignment. Once students have picked up their summer school package and submitted their summer pass form with security, they will be ready to start. This program offers students the option of earning credits and beginning the school year in line to graduate with their class. Enclosed are a summer school course list and a registration form, student contract that should be read and signed by the student and parent or guardian. So summer school starts on Tuesday, June 3rd and ends after classes on Friday, August 1st. Any student who plans to attend must be present from the first day. The registration, student contracts form, and a check for the full tuition of $225 per course are due on or before the first class. These courses will be offered only if enrollment is sufficient. Please note that your student's summer school grade does not replace any failing grade earned during the regular school year. The summer school course allows your students to earn credit to meet specific graduation requirements. So please review. Okay. So looks like someone had to go to summer school, or maybe had, like this said, kind of failed some classes. Okay. So again, I'm not sure what information is important yet, so I'm not going to write anything down, but we might have to come back to that. What is this? I have no idea what that is. Something was maybe burnt there. Doesn't look like we can grab that. Okay. And then we have the dartboard. Looks like they were playing darts. And I was just thinking maybe that EpiPen has something to do with something that happened. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so it looks like they were drinking, potentially playing that, I'm blanking on the name. That drinking game where you're trying to throw the ball in the cups. Let's actually see if there's something in there. No. Oh, we have a name, Eric, so we'll grab that shortly. And then it looks like they were also playing video games. So let's grab this. Eric. So Eric was drinking something and he did drop it. What else can we grab? Oh, okay, we have another cup here. So Andrew. Okay, so we have Eric, Andrew. Oh, more names. Okay. We have Brian. Brian, Jack. Okay, so there was more. Okay, Grace. Oh, yeah, so there's a girl here, too. I really hope she's not the only girl here. That would make me a little concerned for her. There is another cup there, so I'm hoping that has another gal's name, and then maybe this does, too? Okay, yep, Lisa. Oh wait, what's that? Spare. Front door. Huh. Spare keys. Okay, so someone who doesn't live here had a spare? Oh. Okay. Unless he had like done something to himself, because this makes me feel like someone locked the door. Right? Okay, so before we go in there, I just kind of want to see what else is in here. A bathroom. Oh, so this makes me think this is a girl's room. Okay, so maybe like a guy and girl lived here. Okay, yeah, girls only. What did that say? Can I close this again? No? Huh, okay. Okay, so... Let's see. This is kind of a cool room though, right? Tools. Another key there. Oh. Maybe car key. Say. The School District of Queens. So student name, so Brian. So Brian lives at the apartment. There's his, he got suspended, okay. The student ID, which we might need to note. The website, notice of suspension. Any student found in the building while on suspension is subject to arrest and prosecution for trespassing. This suspension resulted from the following violations of the School District of Queens. So, rule number 46, sexual harassment. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, this is still making me nervous about the two girls being there. So on May 26, a student reported that Brian Olson had sexually assaulted her. These are serious allegations, so the school contacted law enforcement and an investigation will be conducted. We ask that all parties involved keep this to themselves until the investigation has concluded. The parents of both parties have been notified. Yikes, okay. Note to parent guardian, a conference has been scheduled for the purpose of reinstatement and or recommendation of the student for further disciplinary action on May 30th at 5 p.m. Yikes. Okay. Okay, what else can we find over here? Another set of keys. Why is there so many keys? So it almost feels like someone maybe grabbed his keys to get into his bedroom. Maybe this was locked for the party. Someone grabbed his keys to open it and go in, which is why they needed the spare set to get in, and something happened while that door was locked. What I'm thinking. Huh. Okay. We open any of the drawers? No. What's over here? Okay. So it looks like someone was shot. Yikes. In the chest, right? Is that a bullet casing? So someone brought in a gun? Wow. That's intense, right? Okay, so gunshot. Let's see, there's something on the desk. Night of Rock application form. Group band name, Dead Ironclad Killers. Band member, Brian. So it's his address. So we have his phone number here and his email address. Okay, so these guys were in a band. Okay, doesn't look like I can do anything else there. School books, it looks like, and then Messenger. Okay, so we have a group chat and a private chat. Let's see what was going on with the private chat. So we have G4M3RBO1. So it looks like I'm Vader 217, or I guess I should say Brian. So Vader 217 at 6:32 p.m. on 5/22 says, can you come over to my place this Saturday? I want to go over bass arrangement for the new song. Okay, so whoever he's talking to is in the band. I'll come over after 5 if that's cool. I'll be at my dad's store till then. That reminds me, do you think your dad will be willing to be a sponsor for our next gig? I can ask. Sweet. Let me know what he says. Okay, and this must be Grace. I faxed you something. Did you get it? Hey, babe. What the hell am I looking at? Okay, so Gracie's the girlfriend. This just came in today. Keep this between us, please. I don't want anyone else to know about this. Is this true? Of course not. You think I'd be sharing this if it was true? I bet you $1,000,000 it was Christy. I was thinking the same. Can you talk to her? I swear I'm gonna kill her next time I see her. Calm down. Don't make this worse than it is. Just talk to her. Only she can make this go away. Fine. Okay, so he shared it with his girlfriend, Gracie. They think it's this girl named Christy. And then we have Jester578. Dude, you can't just bail. I'm really sorry, something came up. We can't practice without a drummer, and you're the only one who knows how to play the drums. Do you know how important this gig is? So we don't know who the drummer is, right? But whoever is the drummer is Jester. Okay, hold on. And there was nothing else with this paperwork. So he didn't fax anything, or did he? No, he just got this. Okay. Okay, let's keep reading. Okay, so that was it for the private chat, and then we have a group chat for the band. So let's see. Hey guys, need to practice this week. Can we meet up this Tuesday? Sorry, no can do. I have a track meet on Tuesday. I have a race coming up real soon. So Striker. I can't do Tuesday either. I agreed to help my dad at the store. Seems that most of us can't make it. Let's reschedule. So there's this Striker. What about Thursday? Thursday is fine with me. I'm good for Thursday. Same here. Cool. Okay, let's look at grad party. So, as you all know, a few of us are going to be graduating. We're going to have a grad party at our place, 7 p.m. on Saturday. Let's go. I'm bringing drinks. Why can't we just all go to the arcade? Arcade, really? I don't understand how you enjoy that boring place. So is it their grad party? On Saturday. Arcade, really? I don't understand how you enjoy that boring place. And what, chugging a whole bottle of Cordia Light is fun for you? I think the arcade is fun. Says Gracie. Chill, guys. I already made the preparations. I just want us to enjoy our last time as high schoolers together. Someone needs to watch over Eric, make sure he doesn't drink so much. Says Kitty Lover. Is that Lisa? Party pooper. You barfed all over the couch, you boozer. Took me a week to get rid of the smell. Gross. Okay, so Eric is Striker. Okay, geez, I'll be more careful next time. And then, great. We'll see each of you this coming Saturday then. If you have questions or concerns, message in this group chat. Hey, what time are we gathering again? Scroll up, you idiot. Okay. Let's go see if there's anything interesting in the bathroom. Otherwise, we're going to go to this other bedroom real quick. Nothing in there. Yeah, not really seeing anything off in here. So let's go check out whose room this is. Girls only, no boys allowed. We'll go to the computer last. I just want to see what's all in here. Photo. Does she have a gun? Okay. Well, she knows how to shoot. We know that. Okay. This like scouts or something? Okay, yeah, so she's the tennis person. We just don't know who he lives with. Okay. We need to figure out who lives here with him. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, so they were messaging what I said on the 25th, which was a Sunday. And then, so what? He was messaging on Sunday. He asked if they could get together on Tuesday. And then they couldn't, so they asked to get together on Wednesday. And the assault took place here. Okay, so we know who plays tennis. Am I super zoomed in? Yeah. Anything in here? No. Okay, let's see what this says. Community food drive and soup kitchen, Sunday, June 1st. Called Monica. Join us, get together, get involved, call Monica. There's a number and email address there. Okay. Okay, let's go check the computer. Messenger. Private. Okay, so the only name we recognize is this Jester. Hey, have you heard from Christy? She hasn't been to school in a few days and she's not picking up. Okay, and then Kitty Lover says, you haven't heard. Cassie told me that she was sexually assaulted by someone. And then he says, WTF, please tell me. They caught this MF. And then she says, easy there, cowboy. It's just a rumor and the school hasn't said anything yet. Hopefully it's nothing. Okay, so who died? Who was the second last to arrive? Who's the owner of the blue sports bag and who is the killer? Gosh, guys, I just feel like this one's completely stumping me. I have no idea. What happens if we go to... Oh. Oh my gosh. I didn't know we had all of this. Okay. Well, that's what I'm missing. Okay. So, interview of suspect. So what was this? This was the situation. Okay, so on June 1st, they interviewed Christy. So officer says, hello, Miss Carter. Oh, okay, so Christy was at the apartment then too, because we saw the backpack with the note to Mr. and Mrs. Carter. So she says, so the officer says, hello, Miss Carter, can you please answer my question? And she goes, huh? Oh, I'm so sorry. What was the question again? Did you go see Brian on the 31st of May? No. Did he have any physical contact with you at all during this week? No. When was the last time you met or spoke with Brian? Maybe a week and a half ago. Are you aware that Mr. Brian Olson is dead? What? Are you sure? He was killed last night in his apartment. Okay, so Brian's dead. Where were you on the night of the 31st of May? I was home. Okay, so Brian's dead. Okay, so let's go back here. Who died? Brian. Okay, so she does seem a little... Her answers seem a little shady. So Jack. So officer says, you're also in the band. Yes, play the bass. Okay, I also play guitar, but I usually end up playing the bass. So how would you describe your relationship with Brian? Brian, honestly, he's more of Eric's friend than mine. Eric and I have known each other since elementary, and have been tight since. Eric introduced me to Brian in high school, and we started playing together. Can you go over your accounts of the incident? I was working for most of the day. I eventually left and headed to Brian's place. I bumped into Grace at the lobby, and we both went up together. Okay, so this is where we figure out who got there first. What time did you arrive? Maybe around 6:45. Do you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No, I mean, other than the guy at the front door. All of us had something to drink or something, or some things might be unclear. I do remember Grace was being pretty obnoxious the whole night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment. Why did you leave? As I mentioned to the other officer, Brian was smoking heavily and I can't stand the smell of it. Where'd you go? I went back home. Was anybody with you at the time? Anybody who could corroborate your story? No. Not even the man at the front desk? Look, this is getting annoying. I didn't do anything wrong. You got nothing on me. Just let me go. Okay, so Jack and Grace arrive about the same time, supposedly at 6:45. So, Lisa. Okay, yep. So, yes, I'm one of the tenants of the apartment. How close are you with your brother? Close enough. I mean, we don't talk about deep things or anything. He mostly keeps to himself. Are you aware of the allegations toward him? Huh? What allegations? Okay, let's change the topic. Out of all the attendees, has any of them shown any violent behaviors or tendencies? Violent? Not really. Well, actually, Andrew has been suspended a few times for getting into fights. Can you recall the last time he got into a fight? Last week, actually. He and this other guy were fighting over a girl. Wait, you guys don't actually think he did it, right? Okay, and then he asks, do you usually lock the door of your room? Yes, I like to keep my room private. Brian sometimes has friends over, so I lock it anytime I have to head out. But you said you lost your key. I was coming back from a friend's house and I must have accidentally left it there. Okay, but the key was in the apartment. What time did you leave your friend's house? Around 6:30. So how did you get into the apartment? Well, it was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in. What time did you arrive? Around 7. You keep a spare key? Yes, I keep a spare on the kitchen wall, but it was missing. Someone must have taken it. Okay. Can you recall exactly when you noticed the spare key went missing? I checked as soon as I came back, but it was already gone. So how did you get into your room? Brian used his key set to let me in. You often have parties at your apartment? Yes, mostly for special occasions, but sometimes just to hang out on the weekend. Is there often alcohol involved? Yes, Andrew usually buys the drinks for us. Could you repeat what you told us? I was asleep, I woke up, it was dark. I went to the restroom, and that's when I saw him lying there in his room. I didn't know what to do. And then what happened? I panicked and screamed. Moments later, Andrew came running in, gave me a panic attack. Do you have any suspicion as to who his murderer could be? I don't know. I don't understand how this could happen. We were all really good friends. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so the officer says, can you please account when you and others arrived at the apartment? Well, I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa, and everybody was already there, so I don't know when the others arrived. Okay, so he could have been like the second to last person. So around 7, he's basically saying. What happened after? I don't know, man. I thought you have all the answers. It's after midnight. I'm tired as hell. I gotta go soon. What happened after? I was in the toilet puking for quite a bit, and then I woke up Eric. And where was Jack during this time? I don't know. None of us saw him for the rest of the night. You were the one who brought the drinks to the party, correct? Yes. You're not old enough to drink. How did you purchase them? Doesn't answer. Did you contaminate the drinks in any capacity? What? Of course I didn't contaminate the drinks. You do know that underage drinking or purchase of alcohol is a misdemeanor. Really? That's all you got? I thought you guys were trying to solve a murder. Get serious. This is a complete waste of time. None of my friends did what you were suggesting. And wait, so let's... Jack said he ended up leaving, right? Okay, yeah, so he left early, supposedly. So, Grace, can you elaborate more on your relationship with Brian? I already told you, he and I have been dating for about a year and things were going well. Can you please tell me your accounts of the evening? Look, Christy is 100% guilty here. That lying bitch has been trying to get in between Brian and I ever since we got together. She can't stomach that he chose me and not her. I'm telling you, that girl is batshit psycho. Please calm down, Miss Burns. Don't tell me to calm down. The girl should be behind bars. Please just answer the question. Fine. I arrived at the apartment same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Why the hell was she even there? Does she not even... Okay, so Christy was there before everyone. Okay, so we got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Why the hell was she even there? Does she not even... Miss Burns, please focus. Are you sure you saw Miss Carter leave the apartment? Oh, 100%. She's the only girl in the world that has dyed green hair and braids her hair like that. Please continue. After Andrew came with the drinks, we all started to play a drinking game. This went on for most of the night, and I eventually knocked out. Can you recall if anybody passed out before you did? I'm sorry, I can't. I completely blacked out. I guess I must have drank too much because the cops had already arrived by the time I woke up. Okay. And then Eric. So can you please account when you and the others arrived at the apartment? I know I was the fourth to arrive. Okay, so Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. Okay, so that makes sense. I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. I had no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She always livens the mood. I think Andrew was the last one to come. He's always late for everything. Okay, wait. And then let's see what Lisa said here again. So what time did you leave your friend's house? Around 6:30. How did you get into the apartment? Well, it was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in. What time did you arrive? Around 7. Okay, so yeah, she didn't necessarily say that all of them were there. Okay. So this tells me then it was Brian, Grace, Jack. So Lisa was the second to last. Who was the second last to arrive? Lisa. Who is the owner of the blue sports bag? I think that's Andrew. Okay, and then let's go back here. So then the officer says, were you drinking that night? We all were. Grace usually doesn't drink that much, but that night she was chugging as if there was no tomorrow. Anything to note of that night? I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I do remember Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. Things got pretty heated, but eventually Brian got up and locked himself in his room. Okay, because he was smoking, right? And Jack didn't like the smoke, so he left. And then Brian randomly went to his bedroom and locked himself in. Okay, so then you were the one who called 911, correct? Yes. It says here on the report that you discovered the body and called law enforcement after 2 hours. Why did it take you so long for you to call law enforcement? Because Andrew was completely against it. And why was he against calling the authorities? Something about underage drinking and him getting in more trouble than the rest of us. I see. Look, I know he's a little dumb at times, but trust me, he didn't do this. Air mic stopped working. Okay. So then Eric says, what part of I don't remember much do you not understand? And the officer says, please calm down. We just want to clarify certain details. Please tell us again. Like I said, I was drinking heavily that night. I must have passed out because the next moment I remember was Andrew waking me up by pouring water on my face. Lisa tells me that you had a pretty big argument with Brian last week. Want to tell me about it? Seriously, you guys are reaching. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. I've been busy recently, so I haven't had much time to practice, but come on, there's no way I'll kill him over something like that. I have my pride as a musician. I was going to show him up with my performance. Okay, so a lot of people passed out, so they were all just like truly drinking heavily, or maybe something was put into the drinks, which would make sense then because we know that Grace passed out. We know that Eric passed out. We know that Lisa went to bed. We know that Brian locked himself in his room. Okay, so I do feel like I have these correct. So it's just, gosh, is it... So Julie's answer was weird and Jack's answer was weird. Andrew would be the only one that really had a motive, though. And someone shot him, so... I'm just gonna put Christy here. Maybe it was Jack. I just don't know what the connection to Jack being pissed about it would be. So let's try this and see what happens. Ooh, okay, 3 of 4 questions answered correctly. So it wasn't Christy. Unless I got one of the other ones wrong too. But okay, so at least we passed, guys. Are you done with this case file or would you like to revisit? Done with this case file. Grade B. Okay. Does that mean I pass?
Which case file would you like to tackle?
Grade A is needed to pass the exam. Let's actually,
Loading scenario.
should we try Jack? See
Loading
if that works.
complete. Good luck.
Lisa, Andrew, Jack? Should we try that? There we go. It was Jack. Interesting. I have no idea why he did. Maybe he was just kind of pissed off at Brian for he knew he did it. Okay, let's see if this gets us an A. Dang. Okay. So dang, they do want us to get the break in, right? All right, guys. Well, we're going to end it here, and I will probably go back on my own time and just figure out what the scenario was for apartment 401. So we can pass that, and then next time we will go on to
Which
bloodbaths.
case file would you like to tackle?
So with that, guys, thank you so much for being here. This was kind of a long one. I was struggling with this, but this is also why I really enjoy these games. They make your brain think. So hope you guys are enjoying this too. Let me know if you are in the comments below or give the video a like, and I will see you in the next case.